Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. Start of week 9. So 9 weeks into this. Basically so far I started out, well, to go back a little bit further, I'd been off for damn near a year, I think, with the back injuries and stuff and things happening that wasn't able to get in the gym hardly at all. So, week 9, the first 2 weeks were just kind of getting into general shape, just getting back working with the weights, building up some strength, gym strength, just kind of getting back into it. So I did 2 weeks of that, cardio stuff as well. Then I did a 6-week cycle of strength. I was going for strength, so I was doing low reps, high weight for 6 weeks. And we finished that cycle. Now we're starting off the next 6-week cycle, which will be for more mass, more size. So we're looking at high reps, low weight. And so this is day 1 of that, starting of week 9. We are doing chest and triceps. So let's get into it. Hot day. It's kind of a hot, humid day. Early evening, so we'll definitely get a sweat going here. All right, our first set, just knocked out a warm-up set, bench press, 15 reps, just to get warmed up, get things flowing. So now I'll start out the actual sets. Probably for this week, I'll be working 12 to 15 reps per set. And so on with the first set of bench press outside of the warm-up set. So what I'm doing with the bench is, like I said in the beginning, 12 to 15 reps as I go up. Right now I'm going up 10 pounds per set. So I started out with 135s for 15, 145 for 15, 165 for 15, and so on and so forth. Each week I'll add to that as we go up, and hopefully for the goal I set is to be 225 for, hopefully up to 10 to 12 reps. We'll see how it goes. As long as the shoulders hold out and everything else holds out, we should be good. So we're gonna hit the next set. Okay, so we finished up at 175 for 8 reps. you know, that this today's workout, this is what sets the tone for, not the tone, but gives me my markers where I'm at now and how I proceed and progress. When I finished off the last set last week of bench press, I was right around 225. So like I said, that's where I want to set my goal for lots of reps. 225 was only a couple reps. So so that's what we're working at. That's what we're setting the rest of the workouts for chest for the remainder of the 6 weeks. And if I plan it out right and everything goes well, I should be able to hit that marker. All right, so next we're going to do incline press, bench press, and kind of the same thing. I don't really have set any goals for that. I'm just doing the reps on that. I don't have like a end game of how much weight. I'm not concerned about that on my non-primary lifts. Even though it's a pretty good primary lift, but it's not my main focus. So, all right, on to inclines. All right, that's it for incline press, barbell press. One of these days, I'm going to actually probably have to take bench press out of my workouts. Flat bench press is notorious for jacking up your shoulders. You may notice in some of my technique when I'm doing them, it's not a straight, fluid line up. They used to be. But I'm one of those guys, I've got those jacked up shoulders from doing bench press probably too long. So what I'm actually doing when you see kind of a weird wobble or I go away from the straight line up, I'm finding that sweet spot. It's a very small window to where there's no pain and it just goes up almost effortlessly. But sometimes you got to find it, you know. So that's kind of why I do that, and why it's not like a flawless textbook bench press. But I really love bench press, is one of my favorite lifts. So I'm not going to give them up just yet. So okay, so we did 3 sets of incline, 15 reps, and then 10 reps. Again, I'll increase each week with the weight on that and stay with those numbers. That 10 rep one, I'll probably build that up to get that closer to the 12 to 15. So next is the flat dumbbell press. And those will, probably be 3 sets of those. So here we go. All right, you're not going to see my face. So next on the agenda, well, we just finished up with the flat bench dumbbell presses. Those felt really good. I really like doing those, and I do flip-flop those like every other week with flat bench dumbbell and incline dumbbell presses. So this week was flat. So next we're going to flat bench dumbbell flies. This is just a secondary lift or exercise that I do literally just for shaping. You know, right now I get really frustrated, like right in this area here, man. You just get that softness there that I just hate. So, but even when I'm in really good shape and everything, I've always, just used these as a secondary toning type of shaping type of exercise. So nothing heavy, just lots of reps, and that's what we're gonna do. Squeeze when you get up to the top. Squeeze your chest together. Slight bend at the elbow. All right, we just knocked out 20 of those. We'll do a couple sets of those. Okay, next on the agenda, we're going to jump to triceps. First thing we're going to do is close grip triceps, close grip bench. Now, a couple pointers on this. A lot of people, when they think close grip, they're going way in tight like this. If you want to save your shoulders in the long run, don't do that. If it works for you, hey, do it. I'm not here to tell anybody, what not to do, but as a pointer, get them out. It's about, I don't know, depending on how wide your shoulders are, just inside shoulder width, and don't go all the way down. Don't bring it all the way down to your chest. Bring it about 3/4 down and pop it back up. You get a good burn that way, and there's always stress on the tricep. So, give that a try if you're looking for pointers. If you're doing something that works for you, stay at it. But all right, here we go. Close grip bench. Another good reason I like to sometimes film or video my workouts is I can critique my own form when I see the video. Like in this last set of close grip bench, elbows were flared out a little bit more than I like. Probably looks a little bit worse at that angle than it actually is, but I do feel like they're probably flared out too much. So try not to flare your elbows way out. Try to keep them in as much as you can. That's comfortable. So this set, we're going to see if that works out better. right, I think that was a bit better. All right, next up is overhead tricep extensions on the Easy Curl bar. I just added these to my routine probably maybe 3 weeks ago. I was probably doing more dumbbell kickbacks, and I still do the kickbacks from time to time, but I do like to mix things up just to keep things fresh. So I did just start these 3 weeks ago, but overhead extension, tricep extensions. All right, we're winding down this workout, finally, because my arms are starting to feel like noodles. Last night I did legs and biceps, and then today, starting the high reps, yeah, I'm feeling it. The arms are feeling like noodles. So I already did one set without weight of the dips. These are in between 2 benches. I don't have an actual dipping machine, so I just go in between 2 benches. We're going to throw on a 25-pound plate. All right, I changed the angle. That was not a pretty angle, looking right at my dirty feet, 'cause I do work out barefoot, so I wasn't going to put my dirty ass feet right in your face, so change the angle. Yeah. All right, we'll do a few sets of these. 3 sets of 20. All right, that's a wrap for tonight's workout. Hope some of this was educational, informative, or at least entertaining. I try to do all 3. If you like this kind of stuff, as always, subscribe, like, share. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking that way through the window, looking at the Detroit Tigers play. Yes, they're beating the Cleveland Indians. That's a good thing. Or the Cleveland Guardians, excuse me. So yeah, this was, I don't always do the full workout. Mostly just because it distracts me. And I'm just trying to get through the workout and staying focused. But tonight I figured I'd do the whole workout, other than what I'm about to do inside with just a little bit of ab work and some stretching and stuff like that. So that's a wrap. We'll see you in the next one. See you guys later.